Welcome to another installment of 5 Minute Tones. On today's video, we're going to be taking a look at a Class A amp, which I normally associate as something that's going to sound really nice for clean and edge of breakup sounds, but we're going to try and use it in a hard rock context to pull a big, chunky tone. My favorite Class A amp in the Axe-Fx 3 is probably the AC20, the 12AX7 treble model, which I've got at the moment at stock settings, paired it up with my usual LT-TV Mix 7 cab, which you can get for free in the video description, and a little bit of reverb. I really like this amp because it is so easy to dial in like an edge of breakup sound or a clean sound. You can set it at the stock settings and use your guitar volume and tone controls to get you where you need to go. So for example, the tapped neck pickup on here is a beautiful, bright, chimey tone. You go to the bridge pickup in humbucker mode and you've got a pretty awesome crunch. Doing what you would expect a really nice Vox style amp to do on there. The AC20 is essentially an idealized AC30 in the real world. What the Axe-Fx gives us as the kind of standard issue controls on here mirror the real amp. You just got a gain and a high cut control on there, but we do have access to the ideal controls. So we can kind of grab the bass, middle, and treble controls from the tone stack, which would normally be fixed, and we can play around with them. So I would recommend going and checking out Duncan's tone stack calculator on the internet if you want to learn more about, say, how a Marshall, Fender, and Vox tone stack work. But one interesting thing about the Vox is as you kind of turn the bass and the treble down together or up together, you can sort of mimic the behavior of different tone stacks. So if you want more of a scooped, aggressive thing, I like turning the bass and treble almost all the way up. This is what we get. That does make it a bit brighter, so I'll use the high cut control somewhere around 10, 11 o'clock. And then I'll play around with the mid-range control on here because as you turn the mids up, you get more mids, but it also kind of pushes the gain level as well. That is really, really satisfying. There's such a unique texture to the sound in there. Let's do two more things. Let's boost this. Let's go to the preamp tab. My favorite boost is the CC boost. And then we will go to the speaker tab in here. I'm going to change the impedance curve to like a Recto 4x12 or something just to add a little bit more chunk. We'll hear it boosted. And then when I click this, we'll get the new impedance curve. speaker thump, turning the speaker drive down. They're my last little refinements on there. I guess what I've done is just kind of create an orange amp out of this, something that's got a Vox tone stack and a whole bunch of gain on there. It's just a different way to use an amp that I think I normally associate with one kind of sound. But it's important to remember, like, amps don't have preferred genres of music to play on them. They are just amps. Sure, some of them may be preferred by more people who like a certain genre, but sometimes it's fun to take these things that I think most people associate with certain genres of music and just try them for something else, and you get a unique tone. That, to me, has such a cool texture. It's got a lot of gain, but there's a lot of clarity in there. It doesn't quite sound or feel like a Marshall. Definitely doesn't sound anything like a 5150 or a Mesa. So what you could do is, in a quad tracking scenario, if you were recording, do your 5150 or your Recto double track, then add another pair of doubles with this and blend it in to get a unique texture. That's something I've done with real amps in the past. It's something I've done with the Axe-Fx in the past as well. So I'll put this preset up on Axechange if you want to try it out. If you want to support my channel, links to my Patreon and the music that I make in the video description. I'll give you some more riffage to play you all out with. I hope you all have a great day. Go and make some filthy guitar noises.